Hey, today I wanted to talk a little bit about no-till. Um, been recently doing quite a bit of research about no-till farming, gardening, anything no-till, cover cropping. The last couple years I've been working on getting more into cover cropping and trying to figure out what the best mixes are and what the best thing to put down for what soil type we have. But this year it kind of all came to a head. I realize that our soils are getting depleted. Things aren't turning out the way that they used to. We've had lower than normal yields in some areas, but areas that I cover cropped probably 2 years ago, I just put down some buckwheat, and then I put down some annual rye, and I put down some winter wheat so that I had something in the spring right away. Those areas did considerably better this year. I've still got quite a bit of land. We farm 20 acres outdoor. I got quite a bit of land that really needs some work yet. So as you can see behind me, the tractor there is set up with a seeder that we got this year. Otherwise, I'd just been broadcast seeding. It worked out fine in the past, but I'm hoping to get a little bit more of a high quality seeding with this seeder. It is just a drop seeder. It's got 2 gangs of rollers on it. I'm hoping to use it as a roller crimper when our cover crop next year comes up. Right now I'm planting a mix. In the seeder right now is a mix of annual ryegrass, tillage radish, I got buckwheat, I got dwarf Sudan grass, and I have some rye in there as well. Really just trying to get a nice dense mix, something that's going to put a lot of biomass in the ground, carbon on the top. Hopefully we're just going to roll it over in the spring after some growth, or some of it's going to winter kill, so anything that comes back in the spring we'll let it go, roll it over, and we'll plant directly into it, probably with our winter squash. Usually we do 8 different varieties of winter squash, and we usually put in probably 5 acres worth of winter squash every year, so it's probably going to be a pretty good sized test. Really hoping to see what happens, see if our yields increase, how the ground fares out, and we'll go from there. My plan with this video casting, really, or this vlogging, is just to get a video up every once in a while, and probably only put one up when I'm doing something with cover cropping or with no-till, and just give some information, anything I learned and what we're doing, and how easy it can be. I really think that it's something that really is the future for sure, as long as people can get their head around the fact that it doesn't have to be hard. It can be easy. So hopefully we'll talk to you soon. I'll have some more information for you.
So earlier I said we were able to do some cover cropping last year, and so some places that we were able to get into, mostly because it was dry or there wasn't another crop there, I'm trying to show the difference here. This is sweet corn. This was planted, I mean, we always start them late. We're never looking to try to be the first one with sweet corn at the farmer's market, so it was late. Can you see the discoloration? It is very light green. It's almost like a lime green. There's a lot of weeds in here. This area was not able to be cover cropped. We had a crop of dry beans in this plot here last year. So now what I'm doing is walking towards the next set of sweet corn. And you see the difference in the color in the leaves, how deep green that is instead of that lime green. It's a nice deep green. This plot of corn is probably 3 weeks behind the lighter green stuff. And if you can see the difference in that right there, the dark green closest to you and the light green further away, that is a huge difference. So this plot here that we're looking at with the nice dark green corn, that got buckwheat the year before, and then last year real late, just before we got some real cold weather, probably end of October, early November, I'd say, I got some spring wheat or winter wheat out here. Obviously nothing came up that year, mostly because of the temperatures that we get. We can get down 20 below sometimes, so when we get into November and into December, the temperatures drop drastically. So nothing came up at the end of last year, but it came up right away in the spring. So everything got dissed in. You know, we weren't thinking no-till at that point. Everything got dissed in at the end of or at the beginning of this year, and corn went in probably middle of the summer now. So we're looking at tasseled corn. It's short. because this is not optimal ground here, but it's a lot better off than the stuff that I was not able to hit with a cover crop at the end of last year. So I thought this is a pretty cool example, so you can just see, and there's a lot less weeds in the row. Granted, this was taken care of a little bit better because it's obvious that this was going to do better, but the weed pressure is way less. The green on the stalk is a lot deeper. Everything just looks a lot healthier.